There are some actors who dream of scoring a role in a superhero movie. With a built-in fan base, playing an iconic character has the ability to transform an actor's career. While taking on a well-known character may seem like an obvious choice, there are some actors who just couldn't accept the role right away.
Holy shit!
Here are 10 actors who initially wanted to turn down their superhero movie roles.
You should have let me sleep.
Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. After roles in The Hobbit, Star Trek, and Sherlock, Benedict Cumberbatch has developed quite a fanboy and fangirl following. Playing a comic book superhero is the most logical next step for his career. Doctor Strange was the ideal character for Cumberbatch, but he had to turn it down. Though he was the studio's first choice for the Sorcerer Supreme, he was unable to sign on as it would clash with his commitment to playing Hamlet on stage. Being a skilled actor who takes his commitment seriously, he was fully prepared to walk away from the coveted Marvel role. Joaquin Phoenix was the second choice to play the Doctor, but couldn't quite commit. Once the studio delayed the filming, it allowed Cumberbatch to snatch up the role.
We're having a party, and here's the entertainment.
January Jones as Emma Frost. While some fans may wish January Jones would have turned down the role of Emma Frost for X-Men First Class,
Emma Frost, Sebastian Shaw's associate.
some may not know that she did turn it down at least once. Since Jones's breakthrough role was the 1960s housewife Betty Draper from the widely popular Mad Men, the prospect of playing another character from the same period made her uneasy.
That was a good girl.
Not wanting to be an actress who was always stuck in the 60s, Jones knew she would pass on the project. Once she read further into the script and discussed the film with its director, Jones realized Emma Frost was nothing like Betty, and she also noted that the film didn't feel like a period piece, which caused her to accept the role. Chris Evans as Captain America. With those bright blue eyes, blonde hair, and broad shoulders, it is hard to imagine anyone other than Chris Evans playing Steve Rogers. While Marvel was certainly set on the actor, Evans wasn't so sure. Prior to sporting the iconic shield, Evans' acting career was a bit spotty, appearing in independent films like London, comedies such as Not Another Teen Movie, and the occasional larger budget romantic comedy like The Nanny Diaries. Evans preferred his aimless choices as it only required a few months of commitment. The prospect of signing a 9-picture deal was far too terrifying for him to accept. He assumed that if he ever wanted to give up acting, he could walk away quietly, but with a hefty contract from a major studio, that would be nearly impossible. After weighing out his freedom versus portraying an iconic comic book character, Evans decided to take the chance and become Captain America.
What do you want from me?
Nothing, sir.
Guy Pearce as Aldrich Killian. Guy Pearce embodied the role of the scummy villain Aldrich Killian perfectly in Iron Man 3.
I'm a big fan of your work.
But it was a role he had no interest in playing when it was first offered to him. While there are countless actors who would jump at the chance to play the bad guy opposite Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, or to even score a part in a Marvel movie, Pearce wasn't one of them. Pearce informed his agent that if he didn't see a script, he wasn't interested. Knowing superhero films are typically top secret and scripts are rarely seen by those who have not signed on, his agent still managed to get a copy emailed to the actor. Pearce liked the script enough to play the role. Zoe Zaldana as Gamora. Zoe Zaldana had already been painted blue for Avatar and wasn't keen on sitting in the makeup chair for hours once again for Guardians of the Galaxy. Initially, the actress turned down the role, claiming that sitting still for the makeup application to transform into Gamora would not only drive her crazy, she would take it out on her co-stars and director.
This wasn't the plan.
She quickly changed her tune after she truly delved into the kind of character she would be playing. The enticement of playing a fierce warrior with a fascinating backstory was enough for her to accept the role. After she signed on, Zaldana relished the chance to play a green character after having played a blue one. Zachary Levi as Fandral. The character of Fandral in the Thor films fell upon a few scheduling problems. For the 2011 film Thor, the director hired Zachary Levi to play one of the Warriors 3 of Asgard.
For Asgard!
However, due to scheduling conflicts with his television show, Chuck, Levi had to vacate the film. Unlike the others on our list, Levi did not return to the role for the first film, and the role went to Josh Dallas. Once the 2013 sequel Thor: The Dark World came along, Levi was able to play Fandral after all, and since Dallas was now the one with scheduling conflicts with the show Once Upon a Time, Levi ended up playing a role he had initially turned down.
Child, things will get brighter. Now bring it down hard.
Chris Pratt as Star-Lord. From the protective brother Bright on the WB's Everwood, to the lovable dummy Andy from Parks and Recreation, Chris Pratt has had a fantastically productive career, but he never quite believed any director would take him seriously as a superhero. When the possibility of playing Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy approached,
Who
Star-Lord, man.
He wasn't exactly eager to give it a shot. After having a bad experience while auditioning for G.I. Joe, another physical role, Pratt felt he was a bit too paunchy and goofy to play a hero. After getting into shape, his confidence thankfully allowed him to take on the role of Star-Lord, a character that seems so much like Chris Pratt, it seems unimaginable that he initially declined the role. Now, after roles in the Lego Movie, Jurassic World, the upcoming Passengers, and the Guardians of the Galaxy sequel, Pratt is more than a superhero, he's a movie star. Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. After her breakout in 2007's Superbad, Emma Stone has had a stellar career with films including Zombieland, Easy A, and the Academy Award-nominated The Help. Even with many high-profile roles, Stone was too nervous to accept the role of Gwen Stacy for 2012's The Amazing Spider-Man. Playing Peter Parker's love interest, who has such a rich history and fan following, became too intimidating for the actress. It was Jennifer Lawrence who convinced Stone to take the role, as she also dealt with similar feelings when she took on the role of Katniss Everdeen, a beloved modern literary character. After concluding that playing Gwen Stacy and becoming part of the Marvel Universe was more important than her anxiety, Stone accepted the role.
What does that mean? Why did you say that name?
Ben Affleck as Batman. Ben Affleck has had a wealth of ups and downs in his career. The early 2000s brought disappointing films such as Geely and Daredevil, which were mocked endlessly, occasionally by Affleck himself. But in recent years, he has become an exceptional filmmaker and has returned to the status of critically acclaimed actor with small films. Taking on the role of Batman was far too daunting for him to accept, considering his superhero and big-budget disappointments from the past. Affleck turned down the role of Bruce Wayne a few times, but after he discussed what the new Batman films would be with director Zack Snyder, he decided he may not be what film audiences wanted, but he was certainly what they needed. Unfortunately, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice did not turn out the way fans had hoped, but at least that wasn't Ben Affleck's fault. Olivia Munn as Psylocke. Psylocke is one of the most beloved X-Men characters, but sometimes a comic book character's awesome qualities are not properly translated to screen, which was exactly why Olivia Munn initially passed on the role. Munn was originally offered the role of Wade Wilson's girlfriend in Deadpool, but she declined the role as she was tired of playing the girlfriend and would much rather play a character who gets to take part in the action rather than sitting on the sidelines. When Bryan Singer offered her the role of Psylocke, she assumed the character was going to be eye candy and nothing more, which held no interest for her. Once director Singer explained that Psylocke would have the same skills, abilities, and opportunities to show them off as the comic book version, Munn was on board. There you have it. What do you think of our list? Who did we forget? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great videos like this one.